Hi everyone, welcome to our homeschool table. My name is Jerilyn and I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 9, 3, and 10 months old. And today I'm going to be sharing a short tutorial on how to use my Swingline GBC ProClick binding system. I shared about this in last week's video, all about homeschool essentials or must-have supplies for your homeschool. And I had mentioned that if anybody was interested in seeing a demonstration on how to use this machine, that I would film that. So here we are today. I have a few things that I need to add to my planner that I'm going to be using for next year. This is a bit of a homemade planning system that I use. And so I have some sheets that I've printed for next year's science curriculum, and I'm going to show you today how to bind those. So when you get this binding system, you have to also buy the coils that go along with it. This punches 32 holes in the paper, and so just dropped them on the ground, but this is what the spine would look like. Now I have some empty spines here. So this is the smaller spine that you can get. It is 5/16 of an inch diameter. And this spine holds 45 pages. So when you open it up, this is what it would look like. And actually when they come in the package from the manufacturer, they come open like this. And so my recommendation before you even get started is to go through and close it, because the first time that you close and open it, it's going to be a little bit harder to get them all snapped. And so actually I had my husband work on this for me because he likes to fidget with things, but you just use this tool. Oops. So if you use this tool, you put it inside the hole and you just pull down and it opens it up again. So you can easily add pages or take out pages of whatever project you're working on. So it's really easy. So these small ones, like I said, hold 45 pages. And then these bigger ones, these hold 85 sheets of paper, and these are a 1/2 inch diameter. These come in separate boxes. You have to buy a box of each, from at least what I found on Amazon. But they probably have some multi-packs just in a different brand that you can get. But today I am going to be opening up my homeschool planner and adding some pages to the back. So let's go ahead and do that. So one thing that I wanted to mention is that when I was looking on Amazon at the product description for the ProClick binding system, I noticed that it said 6-sheet cutting, and I have found that the best number of pages to hole punch at a time is about 3, and that's because if you put up to 6 in, it is really kind of a hard push on being able to make it run smoothly. So I'm going to kind of turn my camera around a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here I have my binding machine and I have my papers, and I only have a few sheets here, probably 6 or so, but I'm going to just do 3 . And you can either push forward or pull back. I do both. But there's some little guides here at the bottom to know where to place the paper, and you can just kind of feel when it's all the way in. And so when it's finished, it comes out with all 32 holes on the left side. Now, if you accidentally get it in a little ways and it punches the holes kind of sideways, you'll probably want to reprint and try again. I found that when I first started using it, I just did a couple of test pages so that I didn't ruin anything that I'd copied, to just kind of get the hang of how it works and what it feels like. So like I said, just slide it in. Usually I put my hand on it. I didn't do that last time. And then you can just pull it back. Hopefully that wasn't too shaky for the camera. But then all the holes are punched and ready. So now I'm going to show how to open the coils on an existing project and add them in. Okay, so I want to add some pages to the back of my planner here. So I'm just going to open all the way to the back. The easiest way to do it is to open to the area where you actually want to add pages, because you can just open the spine there, add the pages in, and close it back up instead of having to move things over from side to side. So that is what we are going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and open the spine. And then I'm going to add my pages. You might want to open it up a little bit just so that it lays easier. Slip it inside, make sure all of the holes are filled, and then you're just going to snap it back together. And if you kind of pull it back a little bit, you can see any that are still slightly open, and click those back together. And your pages are finished. So I hope this video was helpful for you today to get an idea of how to use the ProClick binding system. I also just wanted to show you that you can use these spines for smaller projects too. This is just a little bit bigger than a 3x5 or so. And so I just put this in my binding system. Now this is cardstock, so I only did one page at a time, but I didn't have very many pages, so it went pretty quick. I just made sure to line everything up from the same end, so either lining it up from the top or the bottom so that the holes would be in the same place and it wouldn't make my pages all weird. But you can use these spines. You would just have to cut the spine at the bottom, and then you could use the rest of that spine for another small project later on. So this is just a handy little book about figurative language and poetry, things like that. So that's just a little added bonus. But I really like my ProClick binding system. I've had it since 2020, I think. And I've been still using the same box of spines that I got 4 years ago. I don't spiral bind everything because most of the curriculum that I buy is already bound or in loose sheets. So I mostly bind sometimes teacher's guides. If they, like my Sunlight teacher's guide, I bound 1 year so that the whole teacher's guide was together in one booklet. I definitely am not binding like every single book that I get, so I don't go through them super quickly. Now, one thing, like I said before, is I have the small 45 sheet capacity, and I have what you would consider the medium 85 sheet capacity, and I know they have larger ones also available. I'll try to link them or show a picture up here, but I would probably next time when I order get some larger ones as well, because there have been times where I wish that I had had a slightly larger coil to be able to bind something a little bit bigger. In those cases, I usually have just used 2 smaller ones and separated it, but you know, sometimes it's nice to have everything in one place in one book instead of all over the place. Anyway, thank you for watching today, and if there are any other videos that you would really like to see here on my channel, please let me know down in the comment box. If you have a ProClick binding system, let me know down below and tell me how much you love it and all of the things that you like to make with it. But it's just been a fun tool to have. I don't have any office supplies stores even remotely close to my house, so it's been really nice. I can just bind something really quick and easy, and the only thing is that I usually don't do lots of hole punching during nap time, but I live in a smaller house, so it's kind of a loud machine to use if you're doing it for a long time. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a great day today, and thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.